Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, and in today's video we're going to be doing another discussion topic video for today. We're going to go through an article from Screen Rant talking about 10 of the most exciting things to expect from The Ones Who Live. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. And in today's video, we're going to be going over an article from Screen Rant where they discuss 10 of the most exciting things to expect from The Ones Who Live. So, obviously we've been getting a lot of promotional material for this show. I really feel like now that we've delved into 2024, pretty much on a daily basis now we're talking about this show, which is really exciting. I mean, it goes to show you that there's a lot of really fun things to discuss and a lot of things to get ready for. Obviously, I'm sure the trailer is on its way. I have a sneaky suspicion, guys, that it's next week. I don't know why. I hope I'm right. I really hope I'm right. I just have a gut feeling. We'll see if I'm right, but I feel like it's going to be next week. So we'll see. But very excited to go through this one. This one's kind of a fun one. We're going to go through some of the stuff that they talk about in terms of 10 exciting things to expect for this show, and whether or not we think some of these will happen, we'll also discuss that as well. So let's get into it with the 10th thing. Number 10 is Rick and Michonne's reunion. Absolutely. I would put this one a little bit higher up in terms of priorities, though. But yes, number 10, Rick and Michonne reunion. Well, although at the same time, I feel like the reason why they put it at number 10 is because it's the most obvious out of any of them. Like, we're gonna see these two back together. It's literally a show about them two coming back together. So, yes, that reunion is definitely gonna be really exciting. Number 9 they put is more Walking Dead crossovers and cameos. So, and they put Morgan on the photo, which I find to be an interesting choice. I really hope so, but I don't think Morgan will be in this show. If he is, it'll be like a post-credit to set up something else, I think. But I think it'd be really awesome to get a few other cameos, you know? I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I would love the idea of this show going ahead in the timeline a little bit, and we actually see Daryl come back from France, and he meets up with Rick. I think that'd be a fantastic idea. But, you know, maybe we won't get that. Who knows? There have been photos of Andy and Norman on set for the final episode of season 1 of Ones Who Live. So we know he visited the set, but did he actually film scenes? Hard to tell, you know. I hope so. I really hope so, but he could have just been stopping by. You know, it's kind of a 50-50 there. But yeah, I expect some cameos for sure. Number 8 is Rick Grimes in a new setting and different scenario. Now, yes, this is definitely a very underrated idea about this show, is that Rick is not in his hometown anymore. He's on his own in a brand new city, you know? So what is that going to be like for him? What is he going to do? How is he going to adapt to that sort of stuff? You know, because in The Walking Dead, he always has someone by his side, you know? Even when they got separated from the prison, you know, he had Carl and Michonne. So he never was really alone, you know? This is the first time that he doesn't have his Walking Dead crew with him. And unfortunately, he spent more time alone than he's actually spent with our group of survivors, which is pretty sad. So it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts, you know? I'm sure he's going to make some friends along the way. I'm sure he's going to make some allies. I can't wait to see what those allies might be, but it's going to be really intense. I'm very excited to see that. Now, number 7 they put is learning more about the CRM. Yes, this is one of the most important things about this show. Obviously, we've had them teased in the original series. We had Isabel and Althea's little whatever the hell in Fear, and then you had, of course, World Beyond, which that one served the purpose a lot. They gave us a lot of stuff on CRM and a lot of the stuff that they do, and wiping out the campus colony, and, you know, building up Major General Beale, and we saw Jadis, of course, and, you know, yeah, World Beyond covered it a lot. And then Fear kind of did, but it was just some throwaway love story. And then Walking Dead was with Jadis, and, you know, the mystery behind that, and the A's and B's and stuff. So Ones Who Live is basically going to be like the representation of the CRM, and it's basically going to show exactly what they do. So I'm definitely expecting a lot of information to drop in this show about them, which I think is going to be really exciting, you know? Number 6 they put is Andrew Lincoln reprising his role as Rick Grimes. Yes, 100%. That is a very hyped thing. I'm very excited to see him back. Obviously, we saw him briefly at the end of the original series, but it was mostly to just set up this. So, you know, that's going to be amazing. Andrew Lincoln, as I've said many times before, hands down my favorite actor of the Walking Dead universe. I love Andrew Lincoln. I love everything he does. Every scene he's in, it captivates you instantly, you know. It doesn't matter what he's doing. It can be be a funny throwaway scene, and he's still got that charisma about him, you know. It's just the best performance I've seen in this franchise. I just have never seen such a captivating actor. You guys might even call me over the top, but he's my favorite actor of all time. I've never been so captivated with an actor in all my life, you know. So goes to show you why I'm so excited for Ones Who Live, of course, right? Because you guys know Rick Grimes, #1 character of entertainment. It doesn't get better than Rick Grimes for me, at least. Maybe I'm biased because Walking Dead was one of the first shows when I was growing up that I got attached to, but to me, he's the best actor and he's the best character in The Walking Dead. Number 5 they put is learning more about the new group that Michonne's with. Now, yes, this is definitely an important piece as well, because Michonne at the end of episode 13 of season 10 did run into a huge Western group that seemed pretty fortified and pretty organized and stuff like that. And obviously we see that she has the new armor on. She's been rocking with this crew for a while. So I'm curious to see who the leader is. I'm curious to see who's in charge of this whole thing. I know people were making the joke back in the day like, oh, is this advanced pioneers from Virginia's group, from Fear? Well, now we know, obviously, after all the years passing by, no, Virginia's long gone. And Morgan and the Western thing and all that stuff, that era is done. So yeah, that's not the case at all. But still, it's, I'm interested in seeing what this group is. If some of them are defects from the CRM that maybe got away and weren't agreeing with the way Major General Beale was doing things. Maybe some of these people did some really horrible things for General Beale and they just couldn't take it anymore. That'd be really cool if they played that angle, almost like a rebellion or something, a rebellion type of group against the CRM. I'd be down for that. I think that'd be really cool. And obviously it would make sense because it would bring Michonne closer to finding Rick, which we know they're going to have happen. So that would make sense. That'd be really, really cool. Number 4 is then Rick's role in the CRM ever since season 9. So yes, that is a very good detail as well too, because here's the thing. Rick has been gone, yes, but we have a lot of timeline stuff to catch up on. The 6 years that we skipped from 905 to 906, then the time skips that we had from season 9 to season 10, and then some of the ones that we had during season 11, of a month or two as well. So, we definitely, and the year that they skipped after Rosita's death, right? So it kind of goes to show you right there. It's like, okay, we do have a lot to catch up on, like at least like 8+ years, you know what I mean? So there's a lot in the timeline to catch up on. What has he been doing? What has he been up to? Stuff like that. Was he in a coma for a year or two after what happened? I mean, they could go that route, maybe to help themselves out in the timeline a little bit. But I don't know. It definitely is going to be interesting to see what he's been up to. I just can't wait to finally fill the gap once and for all. Isn't that going to feel relieving to y'all? Like seriously, like we've all been wondering. Oh, okay. During the events of Scars, okay, what was he doing? During the events of this, what was he doing? Like we're finally going to be able to actually sync that up. That's going to be really exciting. Number 3 they put is then meeting new characters, and they put Pearl on this one. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a cool one. New characters, always fun. I know they got some big actors in this one as well too, so it's going to be exciting for sure. I'm down for some new characters, maybe some new people in Michonne's group, new people in the CRM that maybe help Rick out. As I've said before, I think Silas from World Beyond will be involved in this as well. So that's I guess a new character for this show, so that'll be cool. Plus, I know some people dropped off the World Beyond, so maybe some people will recognize them, some people won't. But I think that'll be pretty cool. And yeah, there you go. Number 2 is then more information on Jadis. So yeah, we gotta learn how exactly she joined the CRM, right? And that's a big, a key point, because she obviously worked her way up in the ranks, but did she do something to Rick that got her further in, the CRM? Would she do that? Jadis is a freaking snake. I mean, honestly. So it would not shock me at all if something like that happened. It really wouldn't. Jadis definitely is going to have a lot of screen time in this show, and I'm interested in seeing how she worked her way up in the ranks. And the number 1 thing they say is very exciting, and the most exciting part about this show is getting our main villain of the Walking Dead franchise, Major General Beale. What is that going to be like? Oh man, I gotta tell you, that right there is such an exciting piece. I mean, honestly, getting the guy that has been a major antagonist talked about in World Beyond, his people are connected to Fear the Walking Dead. The main Walking Dead had, some effects by this as well too, and now here he is in The Ones Who Live, right? Absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see how it's, all kind of told, how the story's told, how it's all involved. I think that's going to be really exciting. But yeah, I agree with a lot of this list from Screen Rant. I think this all makes a lot of sense. In the numbers, I might switch a few around in terms of hype, for me at least. But I agree with all these things. I think these things are all exciting leading into this show. Very excited for The Ones Who Live. Very excited to see what they do with this series. But anyway, thank you all for watching. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button to not miss any other videos of The Walking Dead universe. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Ones Who Live. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.